Welcome back, everybody. As long as there have been cars on the road, there have been car accidents. But what should you do if you're in a car accident when you're pregnant? Joining us now with answers to those questions is attorney Paul Hernandez from Kalfus and Nachman. Paul, welcome back to the Hampton Road Show. This is an awful thought, a pregnant woman being in an accident. It's very scary.
Happens all the time. And, you know, those are some of the reasons for some of the topics that we have here is because we hear about it all the time or we see it in our practice all the time. But yes, it is, especially people who this is their first pregnancy and they don't know anything about, having a baby and they're involved in a motor vehicle accident. They're very sensitive to this. But it's an important thing because when you're in a wreck and you're pregnant, and it doesn't matter whether it's early, mid, or late pregnancy, and something occurs to you, you have an impact to your body or whatever, you can't see inside your body. Right. You don't know what's going on. And many times when a woman is pregnant, the baby kicks and moves. And after a motor vehicle accident, maybe they're not. Or maybe it's more active. And it really puts a lot of emotional stress on the expectant mother on, hey, something may be wrong.
It seems as if that woman would panic. The first thing she needs to do is what?
Medical attention. Every time. Doesn't matter if it's a fender bender, doesn't matter if your car rolled over, doesn't matter what you were hit by. You need to get medical attention. You need to get seen by an emergency room. You need to do examination. The interesting thing about when you're pregnant, many times you can't get diagnostic x-rays. You can't get MRIs. They don't want to put extra radiation through the body. Will they do it? If it's necessary, they will, but they want to stay away from that.
Now, you say medical attention, but the first thing you do, you need to alert the authorities and have everything documented right there on the scene. Take me through the process.
If you're pregnant and you're in a wreck, the first thing you do is call 911. You don't care what hit you, how it hit you, whatever happened. Of course, that's important to get in order to properly document the wreck. But your health is the #1 important thing, and you need to make sure you get proper medical attention immediately. And when you call 911, they always ask, is anybody hurt? Yes. They're going to send authorities out, rescue out, fire out. So your major concern is going to be your health.
It seems as if hiring an attorney with experience in these matters is very important as well.
It is important because we do it all the time. We have cases like this all the time. And if you're not experienced with anything, if you're not experienced in the thing that you do, you may not do as good of a job. Interestingly about this, and I wanted to talk about some of the injuries that we have seen, is with a motor vehicle accident while you're pregnant, even when it's not a big one, is what they call a placenta abruption. And what that is, when the placenta actually is separated in your body, and what happens is two things. One thing, you could either have a miscarriage, which we hope not, or you can have a premature birth.
Right.
So those things, it's a very scary thing, so make sure the first thing you get is going to be medical attention.
And this is a good point I see here, that expectant mothers are doing much more later in their pregnancy, much longer. They're staying more active, they're driving, they're out and about. So that's one of the reasons why you say this, you see this all the time.
We do. So it's important, be careful, always wear your seatbelt. If anything happens, always seek medical attention and seek an experienced personal injury attorney if you have a problem. That's
right. You can visit Kalfus and Nachman Facebook and let them know what you think if you have an accident while you were pregnant. Kalfus and Nachman, legalmatters.kalfusnachman.com. Give them a call on the Hurt line at 1-800-HURT-LINE and download the Kalfus and Nachman iPhone app. You never know when you're going to need it. Paul says that these accidents happen all the time. You never know until it happens to you. Paul Hernandez, as always, thanks a lot. And stick around. We got some other important questions for you.
Will do, Chris. Thanks.